Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about 8 different high income skills that you can adopt and learn so you can make more money. I know a lot of you on here want more for yourself, want to do more, and there's tons of ways to make more money, to build wealth, and to create the life that you want to live, and then you can help other people. And so that's awesome. But what are those skills, right? I wish I would have learned what those skills were sooner, but it's never too late. And so I'm going to talk about these skills with you. I was looking on Forbes and they have an awesome article, so I want to share some of their insights and then my takeaways from that too. I do have another video from Tony Robbins on his high income skills, and I really enjoyed that video and I go back to it frequently, so I'll link that here too. But I hope it's helpful. Let's get into it. What are those skills? Great. So the first one on the list is data analysis. Now, this one is really important because it takes these skills a little bit further. Anyone can't just learn this. I mean, you can if you go study, but it is a skill that takes a little bit more expertise and information. And so this skill, data analysis, entails someone being able to visualize, extract, model, clean, and interpret really complex data to make it accessible for key decision makers. And so these people are critical in a company because they're able to figure out what is going on with the data and the information. And there's a ton of numbers and all these complicated calculations. And if you're the one who can do that, then you're going to get paid more. And the organization needs that because it gives them key information that helps them make important decisions and it helps them make key strategies. So data analytics is a huge thing. I know a lot of people are engineers, which is great, especially depending on your specialty. This could be really, really important as well. And with your experience and time, and you can get into the right company and experience, they will pay you really well. The key here is you want a skill that does pay well, that's in high demand, that not a lot of people have, and that is needed. And so if you are the person who can do it, right? Have you ever even just solving a problem or something that happens around in your neighborhood or at your house and no one can figure it out, but you know one person who could fix it? They're pretty valuable, right? Not that we're not valuable or that people aren't inherently valuable. We are all valuable because we're human beings, but these skills that they have and that they carry are valuable, and so you'll get paid for it. All right, number 2 is project management. And so I love this. I used to watch The Apprentice growing up with my dad, and I loved all the business shows, Shark Tank, all that stuff. But project management, and it was a big deal. Who's going to be the project manager? And so this is a great skill, and Forbes actually stated that project managers, this is going to be a higher demand skill and job that is needed over the next 5-10 years up to 2032. And so it's going to be a 6% increase, which is great. You're always looking for industries that are going to grow and that actually have a demand, right? Because that's a problem today, is that a lot of people are college educated. A lot of people are getting more skills. And so there's a lot of supply out there, right? So the concepts in econ, I took principles of economics and such, it's supply and demand, all these basic things. But basically, if you want to be a project manager, these skills, they manage the projects. And it's not just like a simple thing, right? You could think, oh, I like to manage stuff. It's these huge projects, and you have to have very key skills. You have to have relationship building skills. You have to have strong team management, risk management, organizational and methodical skills. You also need to have communication and collaboration. And so a lot of these skills are great. Like I really enjoy a lot of these things, like learning how to work with people and how to help people, and some of my psychology and human development and sociology background. Really, I just love people, right? And getting to know how people think and why they do what they do and how we can support them and how we can bring out the best in them and all that stuff. And so being a project manager is a highly valued skill, and it's something that you can consider. If you are the type of person who likes people, who likes managing things, you like being in charge, you like organizing things, this could be a job that you want to consider. So the third high income skill that Forbes recommends is UX and UI design. And so what does that mean? It's typically the user interface and the user experience. It's all about the user, right? And so I was in software engineering, and so I'm pretty familiar with this, but it's basically when you are on a website, like what is the user experiencing? What can you click? What can't you click? What are the options, etc.? And so you have to be able to design. It's designing how the user is going to experience being on this online platform. And this is huge, right? Because we use so many mobile apps and everyone has the phone and the computers and the technology. There's almost, 5.3 billion people using the internet now globally, which is incredible. And so it's very, very important to be able to have someone who can have the skill of designing it. And it's not it is a complex skill. It might sound simple, and if it does to you, and if it sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out. If you like coding, if you like design, if you like making experiences better for people, that was something that I used when I was in software. I was like, hey, like, even though I'm not physically working with the person, I am helping someone have a better experience. And we worked with the government and the health and human services and things of that nature. And so we were helping certain people. And so that was super cool. But there's tons of clients as well. So many people need this person, someone who can do this. And so it's public and private sectors, educational institutions, and just businesses in general. So if you want to learn this, definitely consider UX or UI design. So this next one, number 4, is digital marketing. I have friends that are in this and they have incredible businesses and do really, really well. And so just like UX and UI, it's all about the customer. And really, this is something that's super important. And you'll notice I'm going to be talking about sales soon. It's all about people. How can we serve people? And so really you want to be able to capture a potential client's right? Like, people are looking for solutions. People are looking for things that can help them or that can make their lives better. And so they want to see something that helps them. And so if you're interested like in video, if you like graphic design, you like editing, social media, this type of world, influencer marketing, maybe you don't want to be like a content creator or put videos out yourself or whatever, or do a podcast, but you really like the design aspect and you really like working online, this could be a really great career for you. And it's a high income skill. Like, people will pay for this because it brings in more money. It brings in more money. If they have someone who can do really good digital marketing and make their product known and make their product stand out and bring more customers to them, that's what they're doing. They pay some money and then they market and then they get customers. And so if you do that and you're able to bring them customers, then it's worth the money. I know my friend does this and puts money in ads and things, and they get paid, but then the company makes way more money than what they paid her or what they pay them. And so it works. It's a win-win situation for both. All right, another high income skill to learn is AI, artificial intelligence. So have you heard of it? Maybe you have heard of it. Maybe you've ignored it. Maybe you're super into it, but it is an important thing in this world and something that you can learn more about. And so it's actually super, super powerful, and it's been woven into the fabric of so many industries and organizations already. And so it's just important to know, like, even with teaching, I'm a teacher and they already have like all these programs that they've purchased and that the technology coaches are putting in and that teachers can use, students can use, that make lives easier and that makes our jobs easier. And so definitely learn about it. It's a $2.6 trillion to $4.6 trillion boost that's going to be happening to the economy. A boost, not just a business. This is the boost into the economy. And so learning these AI skills can keep you on top of the game, keep you prepared. And if you can create a company that uses AI, or you just understand it, right? It's all about understanding things, then you're going to be in a much better position. Number 6, another high income skill is leadership skills. And so this might seem simple to you, and I actually have a lot more ideas like this in my video on high income skills with Tony Robbins. But leadership, if you are a good leader, and typically leaders get paid more, but they want their irregular employees to have leadership skills. Think about this too. Like in students, if I'm a teacher and I see students who have these innate qualities, who work really hard, who have high expectations, who lift other people up, who understand their classmates, who are able to motivate them and encourage them, who set the bar, right? And so you want those skills within your people. And so employers look for that. Like, if you are on a team and you can see in your own companies or wherever you work, right, or the people around you, you notice those high performers, those high achievers, those people who are setting the bar, who lead, who help, who actually care about you, right? And so this is a really important thing, and I'm really passionate about this, and I can definitely share more videos on leadership. It's something I'd love to learn more about and something that I care about. Really, all this comes back to people. How do you take care of people, and how do you set the bar and raise the standard? And so these leadership skills, the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report said that this was one of the top skills to learn. And typically you want to have, these leaders will have qualities of creativity, right? We did a video on that with the shoe and putting your foot in the door. Creativity, motivation, self-awareness, personal development. They have resilience, people management, motivation, lifelong learning, all of these different things. So they want to learn. They're creative. They're motivated. They care about people. They're empathetic. They understand and get people, right? All these skills are super important to lead yourself, lead your family, and then ultimately lead people that you're working with. So leadership, it's so important. If you are really into developing and online skills and engineering and such, then this would be a really good one for you. It is web development. So this is another online skill, but they need developers. Think if you have an app idea or if you want something made, you need a developer. And so this is a really high income skill. And actually the US Bureau of Labor Statistics Outlook shared that there's going to be projected a 16% increase of demand for a person who has this skill and ultimately can get this job. And so you can learn this through online boot camps. You can actually take courses, things of that nature. You could also study a degree in computer science, but it's totally up to you. And so definitely look into this. I know a ton of people that even I know personally that have been looking for developers. And so even if I only know a few personally, imagine how many people actually need them. So check that out if you're into computer science, engineering, software, stuff like that. And lastly, number 8 is sales. And so some of you have mentioned to me that you've considered sales as well. And what's interesting, when I started looking into how to make more money, people would ask, well, what jobs are you looking for? And I'd say, honestly, I think sales, because so many people, especially online and successful people, they either made their money through sales or they started in sales and learned so many valuable skills and just different things that could help them. And so if you're a people person, if you have strong interpersonal skills and relationship building skills, a lot of sales is about relationship building and being able to understand a person and what their problem is. And I actually didn't realize this, but I love helping people. And so people would say, oh yeah, you should teach, like you help people. But actually I think sales makes a lot of sense because I just like helping people. I love learning about people, what they need. I want to solve their problems. And so you could think, oh, then maybe be a counselor or maybe do that. But really, maybe you could be a salesperson and sell and say, hey, I have these products. This is what your pain point is. I think based on what you told me, this product would really, really help you. Go for it. And I'm not going to be thinking about, oh, well, this is the really expensive product, so I'm going to pretend that you need this product because I'm going to make more money. No, if you really care about people and you want your business to do well, you're going to offer them the product that actually would help them. And so to me, I'm like, sales is awesome. Like, this is so cool, especially if you get to come up with a cool product or you work for a company that sells cool things, or even if they don't, whatever. That's so awesome to be able to provide solutions for people that can help them. Yes, you get paid, and typically money is just an exchange of service rendered, right? Like, it's a good thing. It's not like you're doing anything sleazy or weird, which is what I think a lot of people have that impression of sales. And I know it can be depending on the industry or the person, but it's so cool. And these are typically high salary roles. And I do have a couple of videos on my channel about a sales job that I almost got or took. I did a phone screening and then I did an in-person interview and then I got offered the job, but I decided to stay in teaching and then work on some of these projects on the side instead. But you can get really high salaries for them. There is a risk. I do know someone personally who's just let go from their sales job. And so a lot of people, it takes a certain type of personality to want these jobs, but there's a ton out there. Some people are really successful in bringing a lot of money for themselves and for their family, or they use that as a starting point and then they live really below their means and they rack up a ton of money and then go out. And honestly, some people just love it, right? We talk about the personality for sales. So if you have the personality for sales, go for it. It's a great thing. I've clearly talked about it a lot. All right, so those were 8 high income skills to learn in 2024. If you're watching this later, then that's totally fine. Definitely Google search and figure out what those high income skills still are. But trust me, I'm sure that technological skills, sales, all these things will probably still be in demand for a while. And so if you want to learn them, go for it. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video, if you have any more questions, if you want more videos like this, or if you have any high income skills, or if you have a high income job that you want to share that can maybe help somebody else. I'd love to share with this community and help other people. That'd be awesome. Feel free to share with a friend, subscribe for more, give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Keep learning, working, and growing. Keep figuring out what that job is for you, what potential and what you have within you, what you could provide to this world. You have so many skills, and even if you don't have the skills yet, you can learn them. Believe that and go get it. So thanks so much for being here. You got this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. I can't wait to see what you do.